So drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe today. Thanks everyone. And remember, we're not without you guys.
Hi, it's Colin Crone here. Welcome back to session 3, week 3 of the live gig in the Brew Bar by the Future Cork local band of this podcast. So let's get stuck into it. Here we go. So I'm just setting up there now. I'm setting up all the gear on stage, and I'm just getting my guitar out of my bag and plugging it in and plugging in the guitar and setting up the books on the music stand. I'm getting ready to play there now, play my few songs. And and the bear lady, who I don't think she works there anymore, but she's she was very good, very helpful. She was good at the sound check as well that night. So yeah, as you can see, they have my smaller stool set up for me because they knew I was coming. I was on first, so they had my small stool set up for me this time again, which is grand. Yeah, because I was at that point they knew I was on first, or they knew I was coming, and they had my small stool set up, which is great. They knew we all knew the setup. They knew the setup, and I knew the setup, which is good. Yeah. So, I'm wearing a ACDC shirt that night, this night. Yeah. Like I still have that T-shirt. It's a good T-shirt. I've one similar to that actually in different colour. I think it's like the 79 tour. The ACDC 79 tour. Yeah. I'm just doing a sound check there now. I'm getting the old harmonic out. So the opening song here now is a popular one. It's a fan favourite. It's called the Chelsea Hotel. And yeah, it usually would be kind of a duet with a backing vocal, but it hasn't been done like that in quite some time now. Yeah. Yeah. So, but it's good. It's good playing it solo as well, like playing a solo take on it. Just one person singing away. And I like this song, the Chelsea Hotel. Oh, I think I just asked them there to turn up the lights. Yeah, yeah, they did too, yeah. So I'm just starting there now, just starting the song. The lady that was helping with the sound check also is a great Cork musician, and she was recently on a TV program, and I watched it recently. I can't remember the name of the TV program. It was about two old musicians, two old Irish musicians, and they were trying to get back. The Irish musicians were trying to get back into the hip Irish music scene, and she was on the TV show, helping them out, and it was pretty good. So, thumbs up to her. Yeah, that's the bear lady. So, thumbs up to her. I like the harmonica on the Chelsea Hotel as well. Yeah, the harmonica sound. It's pretty cool. It's a good sound when you play it. Also, in this live gig, if you noticed, it's hard to notice because the way I'm seated and sitting up on stage. If you look above my left, on my left side of my head, you might see it there now. My left eye, I have a bandage, I have a cut, which there's a bit of I had a small accident, I'd say a day or two before, yeah. And I had to get bandaged up. Yeah. So I was lucky I made this gig. Yeah. It was a bit fuzzy on the night playing, but I was grand. The accident didn't slow me down. Yeah. It was pretty much bandaged up, like. It was. Yeah. I think also this was the first of the Brew Bear gigs that, if you look at the video, is the first one done in HD. Yeah, it's the first HD live video in video quality. The other ones had one or two kind of filters over them. This one was the first HD one. Yeah, and I like that as well. It's probably better. Yeah, I should do more of my videos like that because they actually look better. So drop a comment if you prefer the filter or the HD videos. Drop a comment. Yeah, let me know which one you prefer. I wrote that song, The Chelsea Hotel, after watching a documentary on the Chelsea Hotel in my room. I wrote it after watching a documentary about the place it's a hotel in Manhattan in New York. Yeah, I'm just finishing up here now on the first song, and I'm going into the next song there now, which is it's called the 27 Club. The next song is called, which I like that song. And it's popular enough as well. The set list that night is a good set list actually. Got a few good songs on that night, on this one. Also, when I got the gigs done, the couple of gigs in the Brew Bear, and they all got put onto the cassette tape. The good thing about it actually, which I just thought of there now, was you were able to bring them down to the record fairs and these places, and sell them, and people would buy them, and people would hear your music that way as well. They wouldn't just hear you live on stage, but they could buy your cassette tape. Yeah, and they'd hear it through cassette, or they'd put it into the boombox and they'd hear it that way, and you'd earn a paycheck then that way as well, So it was great. Yeah, it was a great idea, great project to do, and it's worth doing. Definitely again doing a tour like that around Cork City or Ireland, or like like Europe, like the Live in Europe gig, Live in Europe CD. It's worth doing that again because that's how it's done, I suppose. You know. Yeah. I'd say out of all the gigs I've done in the Brew Bar so far, this is probably one of my favourite ones. Yeah, because of the whole setup, the sound check, the camera, the set list, everything. This is probably one of my favourite, I'd say. Yeah. This was a good turnout anyway. Yeah. And there was a good response from everyone that was in there. Yeah. And even though I was bandaged up and I was a bit injured, it was still a good one. I'm glad I went down as well. I didn't cancel, which some folks would do. I think this night actually, after the gig was finished also, my driver was unavailable, so I think I had to grab a cab home. Yeah, yeah. I think I jumped into a cab outside I flagged the cab down right outside the bar, and I just hopped into a cab and I got it straight home. Went straight home after my pint and my gig. That's just an interesting little fact. Yeah, because my driver was unavailable on the night. Yeah. And there was one or two good photos taken of the night of that as well by the person who was on the photos. Yeah. Like when I look back on playing that night, the third week in the Brew Bar, I had a great crack playing these couple of songs, and it was brilliant. And it was a mighty crack, Yeah, I had a great time, and it was great to take you know, doing a few sessions on the guitar and up on stage and playing my songs, playing the old group songs like the Future Cork local band songs again, and playing to an audience, playing to a crowd of people, getting a reaction, you know, and yeah, that song, the 27 Club song, there's some great stories and conspiracy stories out there about the famous artists that died when they're 27. So it was just a no-brainer to write a song about the 27 Club, really, I guess. And yeah, even just a small song, a small kind of poem song. Yeah, I'm just finishing up there now. I'm going into the last song here now. And oh, my book fell, I think. Yeah. And yeah, I think the last song is "Living Twice Today." Which is a good one. So yeah, we're finishing up here now in the last song. I like this song actually, Living Twice Today. Yeah, it's a it's a good uplifting song. Yeah, just about being young and living a good lifestyle and living easy. Yeah, living an easy lifestyle. That's what it's a good easy song like to listen to. Yeah, one thing I love about this shot here, about this stage that this pub have, the brew bar is the background there, the window. I've said it before, and the last one is the lighting, but also you can see the traffic go by, and I love that. Yeah, I haven't been down there since they've done it up now and did up the place and redesigned the place. But I used to love the old setup, the old stage, and it looked amazing. And yeah, I might have to go down and check out the new stage, get a video or something, and check it out. See is it just as good or better even, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. There's a good version of this song, Living Twice Today, out there by one of the other band members of the Future Cork local band. The other band member, and it's on the YouTube page actually. This YouTube page. Yeah, it's a good one, good version. Yeah, the staff on the night were very good in the brew bar this night, and the sound check was brilliant by the lady who did the sound check, and the person who gave me my pint at the end of the night was very nice. And if I could only remember the cabman, yeah, who dropped me home, I remember he was a good lad. Yeah. This third week actually was the second last week of the Colin Cronin Takes Over the Brew Bear compilation cassette, because we did 4 live gigs for the one cassette, and there was another cassette made also, which is called the Future Cork Local Band Unplugged at the Brew Bear, which we might get stuck into next day at a podcast and check that out. And the funny thing is that the cassettes are amazing to listen to when you play them on a boombox or, on a stereo. They sound great. They sound better than watching them live on video or listening to them live. They sound even better on a cassette tape, which is, I don't know, is it strange or it sounds brilliant, Yeah, cassettes are coming back, cassette tapes, which is brilliant, I think. It's a great retro thing, So I'm just about to wrap up there now on stage. I'm just finishing up this song. I'm about to pack up my gear. I'm just playing the finishing touches on the song. Here we go. Packing up my bits here now, I think. Yeah, packed up my songbooks, put them all away. Taking off my harmonica. Oh, I think the lady actually asked me there. She asked me, did I want to play one last song, but I said no thanks. Yeah, thanks but no thanks. You can see the bandage there now on my head. Yeah, over my left eye, where I had the accident. just wrapping up there now, put my harmonica away, my guitar. So yeah, so tune in for more soon for part 4 of this podcast, the live tour over the last year of the Future Cork Local Band. And part 4 will include the last part of Colin Cronin takes over the Brew Bear compilation on cassette tape. Tune in next weekend. Tell a friend. For more content like this, get your free entertainment now. Like, subscribe, comment now. Help build this YouTube page together. Thank you all for watching and listening. Goodbye until next day. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Also, you can purchase the group's live album titled Live in Europe by the Future Cork Local Band. It's available in Tower Records, Dublin. Also, you can get it online at towerrecords.ie. You can also buy another live album titled Songs in the Garage by the Future Cork Local Band. Same place, Tower Records, Dublin, or towerrecords.ie online at the website. Thanks everyone, and remember, we're not know you guys.
You can follow us on Facebook. Also, you can follow us on Instagram. Thanks everyone. You guys are the best. And remember, we're not know you guys.